word, truth, and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, we're back out here on this Friday night. All right, to once again preach the downfall, as always, of what Esau Edom rulership, aka in America, Babylon the Great, as we preach about the downfall and also the uplift of the kingdom of heaven that we're speaking about. That's the next kingdom that's going to rule upon the earth. All right, the Lord gave us a timeline and how things were breaking down among each empire, and now we're seeing the final empire before we receive what that rulership. All right, with Yahweh Shai sitting on the throne of King David. That is what we're about to see. And our people, like you say, if they don't want to hear, then we got to move on. But we're going to let you know, because we're out here to cry loud and spare not. All right?
Isaiah 61:1. The spirit of Yahweh Shai is upon me, because the Lord have anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. He hath sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the openings of the prison to them that are bound.
Yeah. Hey, and like you say, we're preaching that liberty. Hey, to the meek, the ones that's looking for a better way. Because out here, what we're seeing today, all this going on, this is what the kingdom is not going to look like. The Lord basically, we went through this imprisonment, and we're still in captivity under the rulership of Esau Edom. All right, we're looking for that liberty. All right, we're looking for the Lord to what? Unloosen these chains away from us. All right, from this bondage that we have the heathen that's ruling over us. And we're preaching to the meek. And when you hear this, let you know that we're up next. It should what? It should bring joy to you. You want to know more. All right? Because this devil, we see what he's doing. He ain't doing nothing but bringing forth death. He's the harbinger of death. Yep. All right?
Acts chapter 1 and verse 3. It's like in verse 6, it says, and when they therefore will come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel? Because like the brother was saying, going back to the Isaiah chapter 61 and verse 1, we're proclaiming that that's always been the answer that our forefathers had. And now is the time for the restoration of Israel, the restoring of Israel. You know what I'm saying? That was always the questioning, we still had to wait. See, just like we read in Acts, it wasn't time for the restoration of Israel to happen, for the restoring for the kingdom of heaven to be established on the planet earth now. Now we're in those times, man. Now we're back and we're proclaiming a message unto our people. Telling them, look, man, we in a bad state, but our kingdom is coming. And it said, nah, man. You see, according to prophecies and everything that's taking place on the planet earth, man, we know that Yahweh Shai is on his way. There's just a couple of more, the MOTB, Revelation 13, you see, World War III, all right? There's only a few prophecies left, man. You see?
Right. Hey, and like I said, it's probably World War III, and when everything's about to transpire, we see World War III actually is going on, and it's just going to ramp up. Just like what this digital ID that they're starting to put out and speak more of. What do you think that's going to lead to? That's going to lead to that Karak. All right? This is Esau's final hurrah. You know what I'm saying? And our people, if they don't want to wake up, you're going to receive that judgment that's going to be coming upon the earth that that Esau and these other heathen nations are going to receive.
Yep.
You know?
You'll get that same fate. Yep. Because you join hand in hand with them, you don't want to let that hand go. Meaning the goodies, the benefits.
Right.
So you so caught up in that, you don't want to let it go, but the Lord is telling you to call on him for the benefits. He's going to take care of us, but since you go join hand in hand with him, you're going to catch that same fate that this devil and these heathen nations in America go face here soon.
Going back to Isaiah 61 and verse 2, it says, to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord and the day of vengeance of our God, to comfort all that mourn.
Hey, when you listen to that, he says the day of vengeance of our Lord, our God, to ones that are mourning. So we're going to be we're going to rejoice as the heathen is going to receive vengeance, as Esau is going to receive vengeance upon the Lord. And that's what? That is righteous indignation that the Lord is going to bring upon the earth. All right, Isaiah 66 and 15. All right, behold, we coming with fire. All right, all these different scriptures that we see, what the Lord is setting up to do, because if the Lord don't return back, and the scriptures say it won't be no flesh left, it won't be no flesh saved. But Esau is constantly trying to do what? Do everything he can do to get rid of the mass majority of the people, mainly you Israelites.
Yep. And you people, like you hear conversations of people, man, that day's going fast. The reason why days going fast because it's written in the Bible that everyone has at their home that he go speed up the times for the elect's sake.
Yep.
Who is the elect? The nation of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So now you know times are moving fast because he's coming out to deliver the elect of his people, man.
Yep. It's Job 14:5. It says, "Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass." And those bounds are the times where Esau is it's a line where Esau can go. He can only go so far in his wickedness and his rulership. The Lord got a timeline on when Esau's rulership is gonna come to naught. All right, that's why when you go into 2nd Ezra 6 around the 9th verse, it go into what? Jacob being holding on Esau's heel. Why is that? Because when his kingdom goes down, Jacob is up next. All right, and the Lord says he's gonna come take back the kingdom. All right, and we're going to set up for a righteous rulership as you read in Isaiah 9. All right, it goes in that government that it won't be no end. That's coming up after this downfall. And now we're over the hump of Esau's rulership. Esau had his glory days. Now he's on the downside of the hill.
Yeah.
So when you think about it, he's going to do whatever he can to try to build another hill so he can go back on top. But no, those days are over. All right, and soon as you think he's about the time to fill his belly, the Lord is going to come what? Come back and he's going to subdue him. He's going to come and knock the plate out of his hand. You think he's going to basically rule everybody with what? With that pattern he get ready to set up. All right, that corral. All right, that sea hill. That's the end all be all what Esau is setting up to do. All right, and our people, if you don't realize what he's trying to do, oh yeah, you're going to be bound to get it because like you say, you still want his good. You want to receive certain benefits that Esau bring out to you. That's why he go on that government shutdown. That's why he does these things to see how you niggas gonna react. And you have the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. All right. So he's not gonna get a minute longer for when it's set to do. That's what's in the Lord's script.
Everything is centered around prophecy. You can read about what the brother just read about his time being measured. Daniel chapter 2. You have other Daniel's what is that 7 and 8. You know what I'm saying? Going into those particular beasts. You know, when you read in Daniel chapter 2, it goes into that image that Nebuchadnezzar dreamed about, and Daniel breaking that interpreting that dream and telling them, look, these are particular kingdoms, and then it goes in the head of gold. You know what I'm saying? And it continues to break down these kingdoms that will come after King Nebuchadnezzar. Then it goes into the fourth, you know what I'm saying, with those legs and the legs and the feet.
Breastplate,
yeah, you know what I'm saying, going to the Roman Empire.
Yep.
Then the feet, the iron, that's that revival of that Roman Empire, man. That iron mixed with miry clay. You see that last part of that beast, all right, that you read about in Revelation chapter 13, man, that had that deadly wound which was healed. That's still a part of that fourth beast, man. Yeah. You know. And right after that, you got it.
Yeah, I want to get right to like the point where you're going to that last beat.
Okay, you got it.
All right, this is I started verse 40. The point is that miry clay down in like 43. I will read through. This is Daniel 2 and 40. It says, "And the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron, for as much as iron breaketh in pieces and subdueth all things, and as iron that breaketh all these shall break in pieces and bruise."
Right. And you see right up, if you could, the brother will show on the camera, right above that, it shows you that fourth piece is Rome. You know what I'm saying? Right above that verse it says Rome. You see? Then when you continue to read on, it's a mystery.
Yep.
Scriptures talk about, like I said, in Daniel 7 or Daniel 8, it talks about that little horn. You know what I'm saying? That the three horns was plucked up. Then it goes down. You see, you have particular scholars. They can't break that down, man. You may have some who's on the hinges. Some do may say that it's Babylon the Great, but truly it goes back unto the prophets proclaiming it, man. This mystery was given unto the prophets, because if you would have read up, all right, Daniel told Nebuchadnezzar, man, why these particular wise men of Babylon, they can't tell you these things. Right. They can't interpret these things. But let me tell you about my power. He the one who can interpret these you know what I'm saying, these things, man.
Right.
You found it?
This is Daniel 2 and verse 27. Daniel answered in the presence of the king and said, The secret which the king has demanded cannot the wise men, the astrologers, the magicians, the soothsayers show unto the king.
Right. You see, so all these particular men who claim that they had it during the time of Daniel, they couldn't interpret it.
Right.
You see, it was to the point they kept on trying to tell. They tried to ask Nebuchadnezzar to tell them the dream. He got on their ass like, "Nah, nigga, y'all tell me.
Right.
Y'all tell me. Because if I tell you, then you gonna sit there and you gonna think of something. You gonna try to come up with something.
You gonna try to yikewob them up.
Right. Yeah. So if you
Can't
were truly-
yikewob.
Right. Yeah. So if you was truly, a prophet of the God, of the true God, man, I shouldn't have to tell you that. You know what I'm saying? And that's why Daniel was the one. He went in and prayed to the Lord, and the Lord gave him the interpretation of that vision, man.
Mm-hmm.
You see? And it's only our power that can do that, man. And going back into the point, this whole chapter is measuring the times, man.
Yep.
You see? His days are determined, man. It was already written in Daniel chapter 2, man. This nigga time is determined, man.
Exactly.
You see? Then he gave us particular prophecies that came through the John the Revelator, man, about things to look for concerning this mystery Babylon, man. You see?
Yep. Because two great words that stand out is time and mystery.
Man.
The understanding of the Bible and breaking it down properly it's a mystery.
Yep.
But then when you understand the mystery of men that the Lord put the Spirit upon to break these scriptures down, then you realize we ain't got that much time left, man.
Right.
You realize that, hey, this man is living on borrowed time at the end of the day.
Right.
This kingdom of America is not going to last forever, man. They might build shit in front of you, give you different degrees, make more money to make you think, to deceive that it's going to last, but it's not, man.
Right.
It's all falling in line with biblical prophecy, who y'all thought the Bible was a book of old times. No,
Right.
that Bible has a spirit.
Right. Yeah. Something that you can't get out of Esau schools, man.
Right.
You see, all these people, like the elder said, these people go to college, they hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt to go learn about a particular subject. And yet still, they don't know who they are. They don't know why they in the predicament that they in.
Yeah.
You see, they don't know the truth, the names of Yahweh Shem Shah. You know what I'm saying? Niggas lost, bro. But that's truly not you truly not being educated, man.
Right.
You see, because if you were being educated, you would have been learning via the scriptures, man.
Right.
You see, that's the true education. You even had that president who say that, man. A thorough understanding of the Bible is better than a college degree.
Theodore Roosevelt.
Why would he say that? If college was the way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Going to these various schools that Esau set up, all right, and learning and getting degrees and bachelor degrees and master's degrees. If that was truly the way, why did you have that president say that, man? Because
Right.
they understand that the scriptures are the true wisdom. You know.
Hey, and when you look at it, like that book of Eli, hey, that was really that was a powerful thing where that Edomite said that was a powerful message. Like he said, he needed that book. He needed the Bible. Why? Because he said when that you can bring forth people that to bring the people back, to basically help things grow, to get people in the right order. But like I said, he couldn't break it down. He just wanted the book. He didn't understand that. That's why at the end it was like Braille. That's like the scripture that you can read. It's like Braille to the people.
That's right.
They can read it, but they can't understand it. That's why Philip and the eunuch, the Ethiopian eunuch that was on the chariot, he said, what you're reading? He said, how can I unless somebody teach me? See, Philip had that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Just like when Yahweh Shai, Mark 4, when he was speaking to the people, and he gave them those parables about the sword and these different things, and about the stony ground, and when they left, they were like, why are you speaking to him in parables? That was his disciples said, and he was like, because it's not for them to know, it's for you to know about the kingdom of heaven. This is a wise thing to have this wisdom to understand these things.
Yep.
So these people of the world, they're not going to get it. Like we saw right here, it shows like Rome, that's going down to those different parts. So they break it down, but they don't have that full knowledge. You don't see they don't say America because it's not going to say America. And just think about it. If somebody put in here actually America on here, do you think they would have named this America? No, they would try to offset the prophecy.
They'd have blacked their word out anyways.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
You know, didacted. They'd have
You had made that point about the book of Eli. This Isaiah 29 and verse 29. It says, stay yourselves and wonder, cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink.
That's philosophy.
Yeah, that's right.
All right? They was not with strong drink, but not with wine. So think about that. All right? That's the way, that's the philosophy that's making the whole world drunk on Esau's rulership. But however the king goes and says this rock 8, roughly paraphrasing, 10, sloppy. However the king goes, so is the
Or the ruler of the people. Yeah.
Yeah. So his ways are his philosophies, and that's what he's giving it to you. You're taking it in. So what are you gonna do? You're getting drunken off his ways. All right, because his ways are polluted, like it says in Micah 2:10.
Verse 10, it says, "For the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep,
Yep.
and hath closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers, the seers, have thee covered, and the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed, which man deliver to one that is learned, saying, Read this, I pray thee. And he said, I cannot, for it is sealed."
Bro, Creflo Dollar ain't got it. T.D. Jakes ain't got it. All right,
Al Sharpton,
Al
Jesse
Sharpton,
Jackson,
they don't have it.
you know, reverends.
They say they reverend, but they don't have it. All right, these are the ones that you look towards. Because
Farrakhan.
what? Farrakhan.
Right, yeah.
Oh man, so many of these people on Farrakhan. You Christians on Farrakhan. He's not a so-called Christian.
Terry, the nigga in that, I don't know. So many goddamn so-called preachers, you got it up.
Yeah, it's all these preachers. They try to say, "Oh yeah, I follow I know my pastor. I know my pastor," but the pastor don't know the word. They're blinded. They took on this wine because what? They took on that Jesus juice.
Right.
Now they don't have. They telling you what? They constantly speak about prosperity. These things go on and on. They're not going to tell you about Daniel 2. They're not going to break this down.
Right.
You know, about the 10 toes. Tell them about that. What they're going to say? Well, it's a mystery. You know, we'll know that when the Lord comes. No, the Lord told us to let the people know now.
Right.
So if they don't have it now, hey, the prophets are out here. That's been out here since Rabbi Abba since from our apostles on down, has been giving that word. And now the word is going out to the four corners of the earth. So if you ain't received it now, hey, you better start looking towards another way. If you think Christianity is the way of life, is the way to get you out of the things that come, you sadly mistaken.
Right. One more verse. This is back in Isaiah 29 and verse 12. It says, "And the book is delivered to him that is not learned, saying, Read this, I pray thee. And he said, I am not learned." Going back into the point that you made about that movie Book of Eli, our old boy was trying to get his whole mission. He was sending his so-called man out on missions to try to find a book, which was the Bible. Here it is. He had all these other books that was bringing back, and he didn't want them. He didn't want them. See, because he understood that. Now I want this one particular book that I need that has the true wisdom, man. But when he got it, he couldn't read it. Why?
Right.
Because it was sealed unto him, man. Like you said, it was braille. It wasn't for him. It wasn't for him to understand. It was given unto the understanding was given unto Eli.
That's right.
You see, only Eli could read it, man. You see, and he even tried to give it to his chick that he was dealing with that was blind, and she said, "Oh, I can't. It's been so long, I can't read it no more.
Right.
I don't remember."
Yeah.
You know, so that nigga was through.
He was through. Wait, he was getting ready to perish at that moment.
Right.
Yeah. This is Isaiah 33 and 6. It says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time, and strength of our salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure." See, we show fear. You know, we come out humble. All right, as we preach to the meek. All right, and like I said, that wisdom and knowledge is going to keep us stable in the time with his sleep. And he want to do what? He want to get you comfortable. And what he's going to come? He's going to come down when you're in your bed and you're comfortable and sleep. And he's going to bring an axe to your head.
Right.
That's what Esau's setting up to do. Peace and safety.
Right.
Comfortability. That's what you strive. That's what you take and you people strive for, comfortability. And they go to Esau and say, "What can you do to make us comfortable?" The time when the jab happened, you know, the COV, when that started going on, what did he say? "Well, I'm gonna give you these stimulus checks." People got comfortable. They didn't want to go to work.
Yep.
You know, they didn't want to do anything but just see that money.
Yeah, to stay at home.
Yeah.
And Jay got to stay at home and work from home. You know, Jay got off. Man, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Plus,
Yeah.
yeah, Jay was chilling, man.
They was
You know?
chilling.
That's fucked that they lied to Jake to give him some money to take this juice.
Yep.
Boy, that's fucked.
Then they had what was that? The mayor or the governor of New York eating McDonald's, eating fries. Then you can get this. You take the jab. You took this.
There's a burger too.
There's a burger too. Like, come on,
Yeah.
bro.
This shit's so
Yeah,
tacky, bro.
Yeah.
Insult, man.
Man, straight up.
And see, at that time, people was laying back, chilling. But the whole time when that was going on, people were depressed. People was offing themselves. People was beating on. These women were getting beat on.
Yeah.
These men were getting shot for getting beating on the women. All this stuff was going on because what? They was in the house and they was bugging out. See, that's the thing you understand. And everybody thought everything was all good at first. They were doing videos, TikToks. You know, I'm chilling, I'm getting my money. They chilling, watching popcorn. This is what Esau do. He make you feel like everything is gonna be good and comfortable. Then all of a sudden, he bring out some BS, bro. And he gonna, you know, come on, you eat these fries, this and that. Then he bring out like, look at this Campbell soup. The shit ain't real, but yeah, he put it in your face.
With that bioengineered meat, them little
Yeah.
meat chunks.
Yeah.
That shit come from a copy machine.
Right.
3D print meat.
Vice President Campbell said, I'd never eat
See,
that
that's
junk.
how
I would
you
never
gotta
feed
see.
my family that
Wrong
junk.
goddamn
That
way.
nigga ain't
Wrong way.
That nigga been eating Campbell soup.
You been Campbell soup?
Nigga through.
Got this nigga tweaking.
Right.
Yeah.
But when you think about it, man, the shit getting the farther and further this place gets to the end, the more and more, you know, polluted even the food gets, man.
Right.
See, at one point in time, the food, man, the elders can attest, and, you know, even my little time, you know what I'm saying, before, you know, growing up in the early 90s, man, the food wasn't as bad as it is right now, bro. And it's getting worse and worse, bro. But then you got to ask yourself, man, I had a video say that I was going to do a video on about this dude talking about McDonald's sells like 1-point-something million burgers a day.
That's a lot.
Like, nigga, he was saying, where the fuck are they getting all these cows from?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Nigga, how? He said that there ain't no mass beef, you know what I'm saying, farms that
Not like
produce
that.
enough cows.
Cows.
To 1-point-something million fucking burgers a day?
That's a lot of goddamn
A
burgers,
day.
bro.
That's
A day.
just McDonald's.
Right. That's just,
Yeah.
and like you said, damn, that's just, man, can't get
Well,
my
what-
Burger King, Five Guys.
Yep.
All these niggas, man. All this goddamn burgers, bro. Like, where the fuck is this meat coming from, man?
Right.
So now that's something you got to think about, man. Okay, then these niggas feeding us. Hey, so all this, you know, human meat. Hey, that's why they find it. That's why they got a percentage of human DNA in the meat, man.
Right.
See, we eating all,
Wow.
people eating all kind of shit, man. They just don't understand, man. You got to understand, you dealing with the devil, man.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, where is that?
That was it on that. Yeah.
Psalm 73 verse 8. It says, they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak lawfully. They sit their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. And it says, therefore his people return hither, and the waters are full cup of wrong out to them. See, and wherever he do, he walk around on the left hand side saying, how many people on the earth? He said it's what? Roughly 8 billion people.
Yeah.
He said I want to get it down to 500 million.
Right. It's going up to 9. Yeah. Bill
Yeah,
Gates
yeah,
on
it's
that
going
TED
up to
Talk.
9. He said we do a really, really good job. We can knock the population down by 15, 20%. Bro,
Right.
he said we do a really, really good job. We can unalive billions of people. That's basically what he said. We do a really, really good job. You know what the people did on their TED Talk? They started clapping. They were excited about this. Hear me now. That's what they're looking for.
Just a man with money with a suit. They like people like that.
Right.
They think he's a proper speaker, he's educated, he's smart. But you talking about deleting your ass, put your ass inside of 2 hamburger buns.
Right.
Shit.
Yeah.
With some sauce on the motherfucker.
Man.
That's that wicked part of that wicked concerning oppression. He's oppressing you and he want to get rid of you. All right, he got 40 or 50% or however much of the main farmland here in America.
Yeah, Gates.
And what he's going to do, he's going to make sure you produce more of the GMOs, more food that's not nutritional value to.
Yep. The farmers are mad, so you got to get the seeds from him.
Yep.
And you know what I'm saying? Those seeds ain't real seeds. They terminator seeds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, that's why the Bible say, roughly paraphrasing, talking about eat so your skirt is being lifted up. So this world is making you bare, man.
Yep.
Everything is coming out on you, man. You can't hide.
Yeah.
You know?
I got something. Back the other corner. So Mark 13 and verse 23 says, when a rich man speaketh,
Yeah.
every man holdeth his tongue, and look what he said, they extol it to the clouds.
Exactly.
But if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him. I was gonna say just to bag the other point up, man. You know, like if a nigga he saw coming that bitch with a doctor coat on, you know what I'm saying? This nigga could be right off the street. They give it to a bum. They
Right.
put a damn doctor's coat on this nigga, man, and Jay gonna listen, man.
Yep.
People gonna listen to what he's saying. Like the brother said, the Georgia Guidestone's been around at one point in time. It was a conspiracy theory, man. I remember coming to, before I even woke up to the truth, we used to watch those Illuminati videos. They'll have them on the Georgia Guidestone. They looked at the population. They said they want to bring them down to 500 million. And people thought it was crazy, but now they're openly telling you it's too many people on the earth.
Yep.
Well, you know, we're going to decrease.
Right.
That's not the way of the Lord. The way of the Lord, that shows you he opposed it and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High, man.
Right.
The way of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is to increase, man, not decrease. You know what I'm saying? He's telling you got to take niggas off the earth, man.
Yeah.
You see, the Lord said what? Be fruitful and multiply.
Yeah.
Showing you that nigga, he's countered Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Total polar opposite, man. You see? While you people out going to Cowboys games and Mavericks games, you know, you planning your cruises, you know, taking trips to Disneyland, you done put in your PTO 10 months ahead, and you've been saving up to take them badass kids on a fucking Disney World trip.
Right.
This nigga is planning on offing your ass and putting you into a type of slavery that was never seen or thought of before in history, man. You know?
He want to set you up like in a 15-minute city. He showed so many different movies on like that. You know, putting you in these small cities, these small sectors. Sector A, Sector B.
Get up.
You know, he sets up to that's what his whole plan is. That's his whole agenda. And you thinking that he ain't getting this moving forward with his agenda? No. That's why DJ Trump is up in there. He's really moving forward with these things.
Right.
You know, we see what he's doing. And you people, all you can think about is we got to get somebody else in there. Bro, if somebody else get up in there, it's just going to continue on. It's just going to come
Same
with a different
thing.
approach.
Yeah, it's
Right.
not
A
gonna
different
change.
message.
Yeah,
Different pig with lipstick on it.
that's right.
Yep.
Shit.
That's what. Okay. Well,
I
yeah.
can't find that scripture, man. Oh, man.
This is
Look.
this Second Ezra chapter 2. All right, in verse 13 it says, "Go, and you shall receive break a few days unto you, that they might be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch." See, so we should be in a mindset of like praying for the Lord, like the elder said earlier, speed up this time, man. See, get us the hell up out of here, man. You see, because this nigga is getting ready. Esau is getting ready. Revelation 12 and 12. He's getting ready to come down with great wrath because he
Right.
knows that he got but a short time, man.
That's right.
He's gonna do anything he got to do to fulfill his new world order, man. See, including offering you, your kids, and your grandma. And Esau don't give a. Esau is diabolical, man.
Yep.
I did a video the other day of this guy that was talking about, you know, so-called Thanksgiving, and he was saying how Esau, you know, the truth, you know, one of the stories that Esau did was with the Pequot Indians, man,
Yeah.
and how he went and fought. He blocked their exits on their fort, and then he lit it on fire and killed about 400 to 700 so-called Native Americans, man. Men, women, and children, bro. And the survivors, they took and sold their ass into slavery, man.
Yep.
You see, and before they sold them into slavery, like the dude was saying, man, he said and they were so proud. He said this nation was so proud that they actually wrote, "We can smell their burning flesh from miles away." They wrote that shit down, and old boy was like, "Man, Stephen King can't even write this shit, man."
Damn.
He right. Stephen King can't make a whole story as horrific and atrocious that, you know, what happened to our people, man.
Right.
You see?
Right.
The most violent things happen to our people, man.
Yeah.
You got to be very demonic to get up on smelling burning flesh.
Right.
As though it's like an insect.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas is diabolical, man.
Bro.
Yeah. Well, that's like some Jeffrey
Yeah.
Dahmer type shit. When you look at it, Esau ain't too far away from that. Because like you said, he want to feed you the flesh. He actually works. He show you the worst is the elite.
Right.
They want to feed your flesh to you, you know, human flesh. You know, and as you were just mentioning, bro, this is something that Esau has been doing for years and years and years. You know, you can always look at look at Mississippi burning. You know, look what they were doing off of Mississippi. Look what they were doing off in the South. Bro, a lot of hangings. And then what? They want to cut a man rod off, and they was selling it and
Pickle
people
the shit.
pickling it, putting it up on their shelves
yeah.
like a trophy.
Wow.
This is what this man was doing. All right, his oppression was like Priest said, it was diabolical. It wasn't just like the other nation when they would put us in oppression. You know, y'all do your stuff over here. No, he was attacking you. All right, because what? He despised you. Have a perpetual hatred. Right? It goes all the way back to what? his forefather Esau.
That's right.
And he's still trying to continue that ongoing, what Esau say, in the day comes after my father laid to rest. Yeah, that perpetual hatred. See, I'm off to slay my brother. He still have that understanding of that wicked wisdom that I want to off my brother Jacob. That's what he's constantly looking to do. All right, and you can't say it was just the southern kingdom because he was doing the same thing to the northern kingdom.
That's
Bro,
the ancient anger.
that's the ancient anger.
Cain and Abel.
This is 2 Peter 3 and verse 12. And I read in the NLT, it says, I read in KJV, it says, I'll just get right to it. This is 2 Peter 3 and 12. It says, looking for the hasting unto the coming of the day of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right, because you just read that earlier. It says, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the element shall melt with fervor and heat. So we're hastening and we're rushing for the hurrying up of the day of the Lord. Why? Because what? We're looking for that purification, and that's what that fire is going to be, that dissolve of the element. These buildings ain't going to make it. All right, that fervor and heat, that dissolvement, and we coming, and that's what we're looking for. We're hastening for this place to be destroyed. And what's going to happen? That fire is going to bring forth for purification. All right, and then we're going to set up, and we're going to have them in subjection. We're going to bring them out of their space station. Bring them out, the elites of this world. We're going to bring them out of the ground, And we're going to do what? Set them up to what? Build our kingdom. They're going to come through and they're going to have to serve us for 1,000 years.
You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you know goddamn well this is not our rest, man.
Right.
You probably make all that money you do, big ass house, do your thing, but your ass is tired too, man. You don't want to admit it.
Right.
You're just driven by lust and bullshit of this world, man.
Yep.
So that's one reason why, many reasons on top of that, why the Lord comes to this place, because he want to give his people rest, man. To be able to have a real family, to let righteousness reign on the planet Earth, man. But having all these pedophiles and all these fucking dickheads running around the earth causing wickedness and mischief, witchcraft and sorcery around on people, man.
Right.
Can't enjoy no fucking apple. Can't enjoy the clean water.
Nope.
Can't enjoy a fucking relationship. The people, everything in this place is fucking polluted, man.
Yep.
So in other words, this shit has to be dissolved with fire. It's too nasty, man. It's too filthy.
That's right. I got some kind of back up on this. The next verse says, 2 Peter 3 and 13, nevertheless, we according to his promise look for new heaven and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness.
New, something refreshed. I bet that word going to refresh, to new.
Right, yeah.
Because this planet Earth doesn't benefit the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. Because you got 300,000 followers going to an NBA game. Nigga, that ain't living.
Nope.
That ain't nothing, man. So we're looking for new heavens and new earth. And if your mindset haven't changed, you're not going to have that outlook.
Right.
Because because the God of this world has blinded the minds of the people. So therefore, you don't look for anything else but prosperity in a place full of wickedness.
Right.
Because you wicked.
Right. With all that fucking money, your ass is still under the curses, bro.
Right.
Man,
You
you
know
have
what I'm saying? You
tons,
can't
right?
escape it. It don't matter how much fucking money you got, man. Look at the Tyrese. I just want my baby. Oh, Shayla. You know?
Whining ass
Shit,
up.
Kanye West. You know, that don't matter. Hey, money is not the fucking solution to our people's problems, man.
Yeah.
See, we have to be released from these chains of darkness, man. Yahweh Shai has to come back and establish the kingdom of heaven, bro. Has to take this devil down, man. You see, as long as this devil in rulership, as long as we're in these bodies, we're susceptible to sin. You know what I'm saying? And as long as we're in these bodies, the curse is gonna be on us, man.
That's right.
You see? That's why when you read in Revelation 22, it talks about how there shall be no more curse, man. You see, that's when the kingdom of heaven is established, man. Yep. You see, when Yahweh shall come to the liberty elect, and you see New Jerusalem come back down, the curse for Israel, that's over.
Yep.
They in them new bodies, they are immortal now, man. They won with their power, man. And like it says too, that his name is gonna be written in their foreheads, man.
Right.
You see?
That's
Now
part of their salvation, having these new bodies, man.
Right.
Shit.
You see?
This I want to bring out that word new. It's read in 2 Peter 3. It says when we said new heaven and new earth, it is Strong's G 2537. It's kahinos. Let me see what he says.
Strong's G 2537. Kainos.
Kainos. Kainos. It says new. It says as respects form, recently made fresh, recently unused, unworn. It says of a new kind, unprecedented, novel, uncommon, unheard of. See, but like I said, it's recently made fresh. So when you think about it, you have people say, well, you're gonna go up into the heavens. No, the Lord, the earth is gonna become what? Refreshed. It's gonna become, so this is where we're gonna be residing. All right. That's why it says, South New Jerusalem coming down. All right, that's the Lord coming down with chariots, and they're coming down to what? Set up a government, a rulership that's going to reign in Eden, because Eden is the whole earth. All right, but people are like, yeah, the Garden of Eden. No, it said it was when you read it in Genesis 2, it said the Lord put a garden eastward in Eden, eastward in the world. So this is what's going to be rulership. So the like I say, Adam, the second Adam is coming to rule the earth, and this is the whole earth is Eden. All right.
Hey, can you read some of them definitions again, bro?
Done. It says new, as respects form, recently made fresh, recent, unused, unworn, as respects substance of a new kind.
Of a new kind.
Yeah. Unprecedented, novel, uncommon, unheard of.
Unheard of. The scripture say, no ear have heard, you know what I'm saying, what the Most High has prepared for his elect, man.
Yep.
You see? So what we talking about paradise, and bro, it's gonna be so far, we can't even put no words to what Yahweh showed me. That's crazy. You know, when you read, I was reading John 21, I was reading the commentary, and it was talking about, how they put Yahweh Shai, the sepulchre that they put Yahweh Shai in, it was in the garden. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, in the commentary, it was like, it's not a coincidence. The first Adam fell in the garden, and it was the second Adam who redeemed us in the garden.
Woo!
You see? So, hey man, nothing happened by coincidence, bro. You see? Even Yahweh Shai, even when Mary Magdalene went to the sepulchre and she seen the angel sitting on one end, the head and the foot of where Yahweh Shai laid at. Yeah. That was going back into the ark, man. You see, because the mercy seat was right in the middle, and you had the cherubim on each side, man. Showing you that Yahweh Shai is that mercy, man. Yep. You see, these are sure mercies of David, bro. You see, bro, everything, man. Hey, man, bro, when Yahweh Shai come, bro, we gonna be straight, bro. Yep. Ain't gonna be no homeless Israelite, man.
Nope.
You see. Jake gonna come back and they right by all these bug out Jakes that we see walking around.
Beautiful.
Spirits on nigga bugging out. They ain't gonna be like that in the kingdom of heaven. They gonna be good, bro.
Right.
You see?
And that's what I said, we've not the line of Judah in Revelation 5. So we'll go to weekly. He went back on up into heavens, sit on the right side of the Lord. That's that mercy seat. This is I want to bring out what you mentioned. This is Romans 8:22. It says, "For we know that the whole earth, the whole creation groaneth in tribulation, travaileth." Like I'm reading it again. It says, "For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now." And it says,
Go ahead.
It says,
one more time, bro.
It says Romans 8:22. "For we know that the whole creation groaneth, travaileth in pain till now." This is verse 23. "And not only they, but ourselves also, we which have the first fruits of the Spirit, even we ourselves groan within ourselves, waiting for the adoption, to wit the redemption of our body."
Can you read that in NLT?
Verse 23 in the NLT. It says, I think it goes, I'll read it. It says, verse 23, it says, "And we believeth also groan even together," in NLT, "though we have the Holy Spirit within us as a foretaste of future glory."
It was a foretaste.
Yeah.
That's right.
See?
A of what's to come, man. You see?
Yep. It says, "For we long for our bodies to be released from sin and suffering."
Right, that goes into those angels that were cast down in those chains of darkness, man. Read that part again, bro. It ain't talking about the actual angel that was,
Yeah.
Satan. It's an
Or one of the archangels and
Oh, right.
Satan.
No, you watching fucking Constantine and bugging out, man.
Yep, exactly.
Tripping. Go ahead, bro.
Back in Romans 8:23 in the middle in the NLT, it says, "For we long for our bodies to be released from sin and suffering.
Right. See,
We too wait with eager hope for the day when Yahweh Shem Yahushua will give us our full rights as his adopted children, including the new body he has promised us."
going back into those full rights, being adopted back. All right, and Yahweh Shem Yahushua claiming us as his son.
Yep.
See, and then comes the full rights, man. When we put place into those bodies, that's full rights. We got full right, joint heirs with Yahweh Shai, man.
Right.
You see, it's set in stone, then, you know.
Oh yeah.
It's a wrap. The Lord changed you. It's a wrap. You his son. You know.
Exactly. And it goes into, when you go into Galatians 4:4, it goes into how Yahweh Shai is going to redeem us back. He's going to redeem us back because what? You can't be brought back if you've never been there before. You know, you cannot be brought back and you've never been there before. And then, like Jeremiah 31, it goes into how we're going to receive those new bodies. All right, we're going to have the stony heart is going to be changed to heart with flesh. And what that goes into is the stony heart is what Moses had with the they had the 10 commandments, but had the commandments on them. All right, and what we said we were due bound, but it wasn't within us. All right, it was only written on stone, but now that's gonna the law, statute, commandment is gonna be written within us.
Written, yeah.
So we're not gonna be able to go off. That's why we hasten for the day to not want to go off. We want to receive the laws in our hearts.
Be perfect.
We want to have to be perfect. All right. Only one man. Who did that? Who are perfect that we know is Yahweh Shai. He did that for us to receive redemption, for us to receive salvation. Because one for Yahweh Shai, you cannot say the law. One for Yahweh Shai, all of it will be destroyed when the Lord returns.
Well, for Yahweh Shai, we wouldn't even be able to break the scriptures down.
That's right.
Yeah.
He was the only man worthy to lose the seal. That's why that John and Revelation.
yeah, Revelation
He was
5,
crying
right?
because no man in earth or under heaven, or in heaven or under earth couldn't break the seals but Yahweh Shai. Because the people couldn't properly read the Bible, meaning they couldn't understand it to break it down to the people.
Yep.
So he was feeding, like, he want that wisdom and that understanding to be brought forth, man. Because we knew once we was, that's why the Bible said in Revelation 1, blessed is he that readeth.
Right.
Meaning with understanding, then the understanding will come with knowing that salvation for the Israelites, man.
Right.
Right. Yep.
Revelation 5, the verse. I did start at verse 2. I did start.
Yeah.
I started verse 2. I'll get to 1. It says, Revelation 5:1, "And I saw in the right hand of him that sat on the throne a book written on the backside sealed with 7 seals.
Yep.
And I saw a strong angel proclaiming with a loud voice, Who is worthy to open the book, to loose the seals thereof? And no man in heaven, nor in heaven, neither under the earth was able to open the book, neither to look thereon. And I wept much,
See?
because no man was found worthy to open and read the book, neither to look thereon."
Let me get the word read real quick.
God.
The word read, shit. My car on is in there. God damn it. It's the word read is Strong's G314. I'm not gonna try to pronounce it. Hold on, man. Get it for me. Get the word read.
To know accurately,
Woo!
See?
to acknowledge.
There you go.
See, and that's why I say seek out of the book and read. You know, and with that Isaiah 34, 36. But like you said, to know. All right?
Right.
And the Lord got to put that spirit on you to, even when you read it, to know, to understand it. Because you have people that read all the time, and they have books they have Bibles all in their houses. Your grandma had a house, had a Bible in the house. Your mama, you know, everybody had Bibles in the house. Majority of the people, but what do? They may read some, and if they do read it, they can't break it down properly. You got to have that wisdom. The Lord got to put that spirit on you to understand.
I went to the root word, and that is G1097. Genisco, down in the Strong's definition, says to be resolved, can speak, be sure, understand.
Understand.
You have to read this with understanding, man. He wept because he knew he couldn't find no man. But you read down, it's going to tell you who the man was who was able to break it, you know.
Revelations 5:5, it says, and one of the elders said unto me, weep not, behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, has prevailed to open the book.
That's it.
And to loose the 7 seals thereof.
Him born on that cross, man, shed his blood for the nation of Israel, loosed those seals.
Yep.
Now he put the spirit upon men back in the midst. First of all, the prophet before me and of the of old times.
Yep.
So it started back then and extended over to now, to the mid-60s, on down to now, Elder Apostle Hart and the apostles and the bishops you see today.
Yep.
That understanding has been revealed because Yahweh Shai, again, has sacrificed himself on the cross for the nation, for the sins of Israel, man.
Can I get something here on
Yeah,
that?
you got it. Huh?
Colossians 2:14, I'm reading NLT.
Yeah.
It said, he canceled the record of the charges against us and took it away by nailing it to the cross. That's what he did. You know, so with the Lord, he like I said, he was put up for us to receive salvation. He took what? He took those charges away from him. He brought forth vindication. He took those charges away from us so we can receive that deliverance, be those first fruits. If we went for that, we would have to come through. It wouldn't be no flesh saved, so the Lord would have to pray all over again to go through. I don't know how we set up, but now we will have the elect to get through and get delivered, and they'll be what? Those ones that the elect will help bring back the nation of Israel.
Right.
All right? But it goes to how shot that what we need. So if you keep saying it's all about the law, you're undermining the Howard Shine sacrifice. Howard Shine set up our deliverance. He is our deliverance. All right? All right? He says, they are thine and thine are mine. That's why he said that, because what? He laid his life down for us to receive that. Receive redemption, receive salvation. So that's why the angel said in Revelations 5:5, weep not, because the Lion of Judah, and we know he said he sprung up out of Judah. What is that? Hebrews 7?
Yeah, 7:14,
yeah,
right?
7:14. He said he sprung up out of what? Judah. That's talking about Yahweh Shai. And he basically brought in that embodiment of, like, say, with the Levitical priesthood that was going on. And he came upon the scene. It became what? It became, like I said, he sprung up out of Judah. So now it's not just under, it's basically derived with kings and priests. So that's what we're receiving now. We're setting up to be kings and priests. And that's all under Yahweh Shai. And that basically extends further back from the Levitical priesthood, going all the way back to what? Abraham's high priest, which was what? Melchizedek.
That's right.
So Yahweh Shai, what he did and when he came upon the scene was that type of lineage that go beyond the Levitical priesthood.
Man, it's beautiful. Boy, you get that understanding, man. Because back in what, 1 Samuel, real quick, y'all ain't got nothing real quick. Because at one time it was sealed, and it was said, 1 Samuel, I get this all the time. Damn, it says something. Oh yeah, 1 Samuel 3:1. And the child Samuel ministered unto the Lord before Eli, and the word of the Lord was precious in those days. If something precious, you're not going to come across it all the time. It's not going to be constantly readily available for you. Because remember, it's only 2 acts. The flood and fire. That's going to be it. So now the Lord letting this word come out to his people, because it's so-called lie dormant for a while, which now is being made manifest to his servants, the prophets, to reveal the secrets, or a secret in the mindset of Yahweh by Shema Shai and their plans and purpose of what they're going to do. That's in 1 Corinthians 2:16. Who shall know the mind of the Lord, man? Right. If I'm correct, if I'm quoting that scripture correctly. So it says, and the child Samuel ministered unto the Lord before Eli, and the word of the Lord was precious in those days. There was no open vision. So the vision is open now, because it was set for an appointed time. Yep. Now it shall speak, and it's speaking. You got it up.
It is speaking. All right, so So the time that we're in now, that's why we say you have to fear the Lord. And you have, and like you say, now things that went dormant. Like you say, people we were living in a dead state.
Yeah.
You know, now we waking up to this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, but the people don't fear. It's during the time of like you say, of Samuel, you know, during these times, people feared the Lord.
Yeah, exactly.
When they seen the prophets, they feared.
Yep.
You know, now they see the prophets, they scoff and they laugh.
Yep.
You know?
But Esau, like the brothers Mysteries of the Kingdom said in Job 9:24, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked, and they covereth the face of the judges thereof. The true judges are the prophets.
Yep.
Right.
So Esau came with deceit by covering up the prophets with his images, like the brother was saying.
Yep.
So now people mock when we say, "Oh, look at these guys! Oh, they think they're the prophets," because they're not spiritually aware of what's going on, man.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Damn.
He covered
That's
this
a great
and-
deception, boy.
And he also covered himself up as the prophet. Like he's walking around like he's but
Yeah.
what the Lord is gonna do is shed that light where you're gonna see that he's really the devil. And what one of the power, like I said, one of his greatest powers is to deceive many. And
Right.
that's what he went out and did. Alright? He covered the Lord, like I said, he what is that in Revelation 11? Alright? When he talking about when he exed out the Lord.
Yeah, Revelation 11:8, and their
Oh,
dead,
yeah.
and their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city, which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified.
Yeah, and like you say, it's spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. When you look at America, aka Babylon the Great, all of this is basically is a mystery, but that's why I call it mystery daughter of Babylon. All right, because what? This is like a smorgasbord of different spirits of ancient kingdoms. A lot of it, like say, is Sodom and Gomorrah. That's why you see a lot of the moat things going around rampant. All right, set up just like Egypt. All these things are set up for this is Rome 2.0. All right, this is like the Grecian. This is like all the kingdoms that are set in one. All right.
Oh, yeah.
So all these spirits are back here, because you got to think the Lord deal with spirits. All right, He's the Father of what? Father of spirits.
That's right.
And that's what we're seeing. And when you say the spirits of Sodom and Egypt, we didn't have nothing good within those different cities, those different empires. We was through in those in Sodom. We was through in Egypt. You know, but the deliverance is gonna come when the ones wake up. We're waking up, and like I said, we're sighing and crying. We're speaking to the meek. All right, because what? This is where we let. Like I said, this is where the Lord, our Lord, was crucified, because what? They X'd them out. All right, they took away who we are, and they put up an image of Cesare Borgia. All right, and they put it in your face with a stringy-haired white man and said, "This is your God." And our people took it and ran with it. You see it on your grandma walls and things like that. You see it on your family. You know, when you them fans at church, when you what do you see on there? What do you see? You see yeah, white Jesus.
The popsicle stick on
I got
that
that word
motherfucker.
crucified. It's Strong's G4717, Storeo. It says, I'm gonna go straight to the Strong's definition. It says to extinguish or subdue.
Yep.
When you go into that word extinguish, you look it up, because it says to cause a fire or light to cease to burn or shine, to destroy.
See?
Yep. And then what is it? What do you know that gross darkness? I did.
Says cease to
Hey,
shine.
what did Yahweh Shah say? He is the light.
Yeah, he is
said,
the
I'm the
light.
light. So Esau was trying to cause that light to you know what I'm saying?
Trying
Like it
to dim
says,
it.
to cease to shine, man.
Yep.
You know, everybody can see who the true judges are, like the elder said. Job 9:24, man.
Right.
See, but the light has come back through the spirit of power. Yahweh Shah shot through his man. All right. And we shining forth that light, man. 'Cause like Yahweh Shah said, you are the light, man.
Yep.
You see the light that, you know what I'm saying? A city that's set up on the hill cannot hide itself, man.
Exactly.
See, so we had that light to be shining on all the lies that people have been taught. All right, from a child up for generations, man. You know, for a fact, my grandmother died believing that Jesus was a so-called white man with blonde hair and blue eyes, man.
Yep.
I remember when I first woke up, man, because she died not too long after I woke up. But I remember reading that scripture to her about in Revelations about Yahweh Shah, man. Hair like wool. Now I don't know that, and my Jesus is white. You know?
I mean, that's damn. Yeah.
They died believing that, man.
Yep.
You see, a lot of our parents and all that believe that shit, man. You know
Faith
what I'm
is
saying?
strong.
Right,
Imagine having faith in this like that.
bro.
Right.
Shoo. Man, you know.
Well, like I said, that light. And one of the things that light is with Yahweh Shai is upon us to shed that light. All right, and that's doing what? That's being given Esau to being revealed. All right, he's being revealed by the mouthpiece of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, which is what? The prophets. We're shedding that light, you know, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. While we're shedding that light, the world is in gross darkness, as it says in Isaiah. But we're shedding that light to the meek to receive this word. And that's like those different lamps that's coming on. When you get get an elect here, get an elect over here. You know, all over the world now, though, that light is starting to spread throughout the earth. All right, now the Lord is starting to see us, and he's starting to hear our cry, like he said back in Egypt. He's seeing that light, and these people are seeing that light. Esau is actually seeing that light too. You know, that's why he's looking to do what he can to stop the streaming of our lessons, to cut brothers' live streams off, to cut brothers' pages. All these things he's doing to stop this word from going out, but it's too late.
Yep. You know, that's not gonna stop the true man of the Lord from pushing forth his word, man. But I got something for you, man. Matthew 5:16, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven.
Hey, go ahead.
Now I'm gonna say you had made that point about letting our light shine, man. You know? And that's exactly what Yahweh told us. Damn. In the spirit, we doing that. When you go into that word, give them warning, like it says in Ezekiel 3:17. I made you a watchman. Give them warning. Give warning unto my. Damn. You grab it, bro.
You don't want it from me?
Yeah, give them warning for me. When you go into that word warning, it goes into one of the definitions is to send forth light.
Yeah.
You see? And that's,
Light?
Yeah, to send forth light. That's exactly what we're doing, man. Just like a lighthouse. A lighthouse is shining in darkness. What? It sends forth the warnings unto those ships to let them know, look, shore is close. So, you know what I'm saying? So, slow down before you crash, man. You know?
I got one for you, Benaiah. This is Hosea 6:5 in NLT. I sent my prophets to cut you to pieces, to slaughter you with my words, with judgment as inescapable as light.
Right. You can't escape the light from this truth, man. Right?
Yep.
See? Nothing there. That's why Esau ain't gonna, that's why what's done in the dark, man, like the scripture say, come to the light, man. The Lord, bro, these niggas have secret councils, and the Lord had it to where, brothers, we already telling these niggas what they doing, man. Yep. You know? Brother, and it ain't through our power, it's through us speaking through the word, bro. That's right. You see, because Yahweh Shema Shah gave the blueprint of what this devil was going to be doing. How he's imposing to exalt himself above all that is called the Most High, man. Right. You see? Woo. What the plans that this nigga's having at these G20 summits, you know what I'm saying? These WTE to the M meetings, right? You know, ain't no other Israelite group talking about what's going on, man.
No.
You know? That's only Great Millstone, a like-minded man who actually preached this doctrine, man. Have this preaching the truth. See, everybody else is concerned with worldly shit, which our minds, like it says in Colossians chapter 3, man. We set our affections on the heavens. That's right. You know.
You should know his prophets by how they treat one another, and also the right doctrine they bring in. Right. He said the prophets say hewing them down. He gonna cut them down, man. Right. Mm-hmm. You know, they'll eat them Esau. Now they tell you, the so-called white man is keep the law, but they're not giving you nothing, man. Right. They're not giving you nothing of substance that's going to help you build your faith in these times that's coming, man. Right. The time of Jacob's trouble, you think it's gay, think it's funny. Okay, well, all right. See, ICE doing their job. He's talking about now in February when it comes to the so-called Haitians. He's talking about over 330,000 so-called Haitians going to get deported. Right. So, man, y'all ain't blowing the right trumpet, man. Right. Nigga ain't doing nothing to the Hamites. Nope. Nah, the old big. Getting departed. It's only change. See? You know what I'm saying? Better turn back, man. You better turn. Better turn back to this and repent. Man.
This is Ezekiel 33. And start at verse 2. It says, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, and blow the trumpet and warn the people.
Of course, if his people, the other groups ain't warning the so-called Negroes, Latino, Native American what's coming, man.
Says, then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning.
Bro, you had believers of the way talking about you don't gotta know what the MOTB is as long as your heart right. These are the prophets though. Right.
But they don't know what the word heart means.
Right.
Oh boy.
You know. Hey, and like you said, believers of the way, they said, but see, he tried to do a catch-22 on there. He tried to say, well, if he mandates something, I'm just not gonna take it. But that means a license, your
Right, yeah,
license.
license.
You know, there's so many things that mandate that you have taken. Why are you saying that now? How
Why
you
gonna
gonna
stop?
know?
Yeah.
Why are you gonna stop? You know, now, but then like I knew since this came out. No, you're trying to tell the people basically if they come out with the sea hill, it's mandated. Then you saying, well, that's not it. Why you just won't tell the people that?
Right.
You're not blowing your trumpet. You done took the damn mouthpiece off and just blowing the mouthpiece real low.
Real. Yep.
Put it in the trumpet and blow it and let the people know.
You want to pick and choose what to say.
Yep.
Cause the tip is gonna be mandatory, nigga. What you talking about?
Right. Yep.
They
Yeah.
just ain't got it, man. They
It
ain't got
says-
it.
And it says, verse 4, then whosoever hear the sound of the trumpet, and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. And we're setting up for the blood to be on the people that don't want to hearken into this word. That blood is going to be on. What's going to do? We're wiping the dust. We're getting the blood off the
I'm
head.
gonna drive over there.
You know? The time is coming where the people are going to hear or forbear.
Exactly.
The time is coming where you see the things happening. The priest just mentioned about ice. Jacob's trouble is happening. These things ain't doing nothing. We're going to ramp up.
That's it.
He's going to set up where it's going to be more of cut off on government funding and all these different things. Because what? He's trying to transfer a new way into the world. And that new way is going to set up to have a patent upon you, where you will be his people. All right? And we don't supposed to call that out. You don't think the Lord has let us know Esau's finale? And the ones, and these Israelite sects that don't want to tell the people, or they trying to say, has something that says the embargo, some say is Christianity. You're not telling the people and giving them the right trumpet or blowing what, they're not going to pay attention, and they're going to receive what? They're going to receive that sword, but the blood is going to be on your hand. Because like what it says in Romans, it's high time to wake up out of sleep because salvation is nearer than we believe.
Right.
And we're hastening today telling our people to make way for the Lord because he's coming. And he's going to be short, but you have a lot of these Israelite sects, they want to continue going. They want to continue trying to build their school. They want to continue to be under Esau and receive his certain funding.
That's right.
They want to they want to keep their 5 to the 01C3. They want to continue these things. But we're saying we don't want that. We want the kingdom of heaven.
It's Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 25. It says, destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. Mischief shall come upon mischief, and rumor shall come upon rumor.
Right.
They shall seek a vision of the prophets, but the law shall perish from the priests, and the counsel from the ancients. You see? So
what's
like we just read, like the brother was going into, man, destruction is getting ready to take place, man. People really don't understand what's, just because they can still go to games and, they can go to graduations and they can, have a daddy-daughter donut day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And everything is cool and field day and all this bullshit, and everything is good. That's what Trump is telling, like we read earlier. People, when they say peace and safety, that's what niggas know. No other president's done what I done.
Right.
I got peace in the middle of everything's going. They're not doing what I'm doing.
Right.
All this bullshit.
Yeah, nigga.
But this nigga is swinging a sword. He got a sword in his hand, man.
Right.
Like the elder said, here it is next in February, they about to deport over 300,000 Haitians, man.
Yep.
You see? So bro, this food stamp, the digital ID, all this, bro, all this is about
It's
to hit.
here.
Now we about to see 2026 is about to be something different, man.
Yep.
It's about to be something different. Because all 2025, them niggas been passing laws, and you really ain't gonna see the effects of them until this coming year, man.
Big beautiful bill
Right.
really hit. See, and look at like say November, December, they talking about it's back on. You can receive your funding. No, it's got stipulations now. It got more stipulations to it. And also, they want you to they wanted to get things going because they want you to spend in December. Look what just happened yesterday. People traveling, buying all type of turkeys and shit. All these things. They wanted you to put your money into that. Christmas about to come up. They want you to give all your money to them. So then when the year come back around, shit, you be like, well, I'm waiting on my taxes. Hey, just watch. Esau's gonna set some shit up for you.
Nigga betting on that tax return and hit.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Yeah, these women who are with these 4 or 5 kids, they finna get shit. They be getting bukus of money back. Esau gonna have stipulations on them. They may get some, but then like say, hey, they gonna be like looking at it $300.
And then like the scripture say, that's crumbs, bro.
Yep.
You gotta think of that. You want your life to be wrong, bro. Think about this. Jake really sitting there like, oh, I got this and that, and then, you know, then I'm gonna get my tax return. And, man, bro, that shit whack, dog. That shit whack, bro.
Yeah.
That's what you want your fucking kids to the life to consist of, man.
Yep.
You know, and then you niggas chasing a false fucking dream of thinking you gonna fucking be rich, man.
Right.
I'm just keep going. I'm gonna be a millionaire. You nigga, you living in a fucking false illusion, man.
Yep.
See, America ain't never been nothing. You so-called Negro Latinos and Native Americans, man. Just because they put LeBron James in your fucking face, don't mean that your ass don't make it, man. You don't understand that that's set up. All right, these particular entertainers, these particular, you know, movie stars, whatever form of entertainment they come from or in, you see, he just puts that as an illusion to put in your face to give you the false belief that, okay, if they did it, I can do it too.
Right.
No, nigga. No, you know what these people had to do to get in that position? They pieces of crap, man. You see, hey man, Jake nasty, man, in order to have that type of money in Esau society.
Yeah.
You see? But why would you even want that, man? And that's what our people strive for, to be basketball players. I want to be a rapper. Niggas I go to school, niggas I went to school with, in their 30s, almost 40s, niggas still trying to rap. Nigga, if you ain't blew up yet, nigga, forget it. Nigga, don't work GM, man. Don't work at fucking General Motors or something, man. Get you a fucking job, bro. Get you a good job, bro. Let the rap shit go. Your shit suck, bro.
Right here, rap.
Right. Nigga thinking, oh, them be the next 2 Chainz. The 2 Chainz made when he was old. No, nigga. No. Right. You need to let that shit go, man. But that's, like I said, that's what our people, that's what our people inspire to be.
Yeah.
A rapper or a basketball player. Some form of, now streamers.
Not streaming.
Yeah, you're like, bro, that's it?
That's it. They don't understand when they look at basketball players, football players, streamers. Bro, this is a small, minute thing that people can get into and make money off of.
Very.
You know, and then they look at the, like I said, the people that's in front of them, like I said, the LeBrons and all these different players, the Steph Curry. Bro, they're there just to show that, just to basically have you thinking that that's what you're gonna be. That's why they got this saying, you can be whatever you want to be. You know, you can put your mind to it. But why not? If that was the case, every nigga in the hood would be up there in the NBA. No, because there's only a limited people that can get there.
Yeah, limited because you gotta post 3-4 times a day. That shit takes work. Them guys that make it, they put in work.
They put in work.
So ain't that many motherfuckers people become streamers.
And then, like you say, even like basketball, they be like, you think you can hang with an NBA player till you play against an NBA player, as they say.
Yeah.
And then all these guys, all these one-hit wonders and music and things, they gonna understand, like, their music was good, how y'all gonna stop?
Right.
Some of them saw what they had to go through, and because their music was good, and Esau, the producers, and Esau all of them saw it and said, you know what, we want to make you big, and they saw the thing that Esau was setting up to do, and they backed away. They said, I don't want that thing anymore. That's where a lot of the one-hit wonders came from.
Get a couple more.
I don't know.
Proverbs 14 and 18 in the NLT. It says, foolish dreamers live in a world of illusion, while realists plant their feet on the ground. That's exactly our people. They foolish, man, following this so-called American dream.
Right.
It's nothing but an illusion. Something your ass can never grasp. It's a mirage. Something you ain't gonna never be able to actually grab or take hold of.
Like this shadow right here. I can't grab that shadow.
Right. You
Or
know?
my reflection. Can't grab that shit.
Yeah.
Your hand gonna go through the motherfucker.
Right. Chasing that, man, you gotta understand that when you wait, hey, that's why the scriptures say, rise ye and depart, but this is not your rest, man.
Exactly.
You see, only way that you truly understand that is if the Lord woke you up to this truth, man. You're like, damn, this ain't it, man.
Right.
This is a fucking matrix. It's a whole trap, a setup, man.
Whoa.
You know?
Rise you depart, this is not your rest. One thing, like you said, is like, it's a rat race. One thing about a rat race, they always say that when you're gonna constantly be running for it, but you never get to it. So basically, it's like a hamster wheel. Esau, and what do? You get tired, you get worn out. So Esau do whatever he can to drain you, and you're gonna die stressed, head hurting. You know, it's not our rest. We looking for a place where we can have peace.
Bro, now they talking about pushing the retirement age up.
Like
So
70.
now, nigga, you 65. Oh, okay, wait, you gotta have niggas job. Can't go. Sorry, a couple
I got
more
5
years.
more years.
Couple
You on
more years.
a cane,
Not no
nigga.
more.
Blood vessels brittle.
Bro, your life, I think for America, life expectancy ain't too much. Like 70.
Man, that shit 50 now. That shit 40. That shit 40 now. Shit,
They-
motherfucker
they
down
say
early than motherfucker.
You
Shit.
retire when you die because we
Right,
pushing
yeah,
this shit up.
You rest when you dead.
Yeah.
Then Trump talking about a 50-year mortgage. I dig it, but man, you up in the pay. Fuck all that. But it's time to go. I ain't got time for all that shit.
That rate for you, but you gonna be paying till you
Come on, man. Till you gonna be 80 years old paying off a fucking house.
That's
Right.
a true mortgage right there.
But then you know what? You made it.
Yeah.
Right,
I
right.
made it.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here, man.
True, hold down.
You worked at a General Motors till you 80 years old. You took 3 fucking vacations your whole life.
Right, yeah.
You ain't enjoyed nothing.
You scared to call off.
Scared to call off and shit. You know. Oh man, fuck all that, man.
What one of them Kanye West CDs? I don't know. You talking about, but I got these degrees. I know
Yep.
I'm doing this, and what did your dad do? He died, but I got his degrees.
Ain't doing you no purpose, man.
Nope, no heritage here, bro. There's no rest here in Babylon. That's why we hastening in the day for the coming of the Lord.
Oh yeah, it's fine again. Yeah, I'm done, bro.
Hey, so with that, Lord willing, this was edified to the elect of Israel. We'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakodash.
Give honor to the apostles, bishops, the elders, the great millstone. Peace and blessings to the Akim, which is word and truth and sincerity. Shalom.
Shalom.